Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Hunter Classic with our new series in-depth series on Timbergold Trails to start with. So, when I was wrapping up the Hunter Classic's reserve tours last weekend, I talked about my white whale of the Hunter, both Classic and Call of the Wild, which is actually the Bighorn Sheep. Between both games, I think I've only actually gotten a single animal, and I think that was Call of the Wild. So, we're going to be doing something a bit different this week on, in Timbergold Trails. Because we're going... Oh, actually, hang on. Something's actually already getting my attention. Ooh. Well, I mean, I can definitely go for that. I mean, it's definitely not a bad way to start off this episode, is it? So I'm just going to crouch down, but what I'm going to do is... Since we are on Timbergold, I actually don't need the 243, because there's no animal that's, exclusively needs that. And let me see. Okay, I'll keep the E-collar. I'll keep that. I don't need the hog one, though. And I think the only one I can really use is the elk. The elk, the deer, I think that's good. There's, unfortunately, no scent lure for the Bighorn Sheep, so there's nothing I can do with that. But large equipment, I could go for... How much? Okay, how much does that actually take? That's an 8, and that's a 5. See, already I'm actually kind of at max capacity for taking anything with me. I was trying to think if I wanted to bring anything with me on this. Well, you know what? If I can't take one of the big things, maybe what I'll do is I'll take the compound bow with me. And see if maybe I can even use the bow to get, where are the ones I need to use? They're the... There we go. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we are going to go for the Bighorn Sheep, but, I mean, since this opportunity is basically, right nearby, I'm going to try to actually get it first. So yeah, what I'll probably be doing, in order to get these episodes and series being a little bit different than how I have done in the past, is I'll actually probably be doing some speed-ups in the video. Like, once we hopefully get this grizzly, I'll do a speed-up of us going up to the areas where the bighorn are, and then I'll probably resume us back to normal speed once we're up there. I'm going to try not to, do jump cuts. I'd rather prefer, just a speed through, so that way, even if it's, a quick fast forward of where we are and what's going on, at least you guys kind of see what was going on through that point to have that happen. It's kind of one of the things I don't like about jump cuts in certain series or videos that people might do. Is because then you don't exactly know, what exactly... How much was jumped out of, how long did it take, was there anything you really missed at all, or so this way, doing these speed up cuts more, I think it's a little way to both get to where I want and show things off, but also keep you guys more visible to everything that's happened to that point. Yeah, I don't know if it would have gone far after that first call or not, but it looks like this might actually be a bit of a hill of sorts. So this might be a very good way to be starting in. Okay, see, going by this... Looks like he... Oh, this is going to be tricky, because I want to be a bit careful, because again, I'm still not very good at getting distances I see in the minimap to, actually trekking across that myself. But this rain actually is probably going to help quite a bit to hide us. So I'll get up where I want to be. So I don't know if he was just there or actually just down at the base. Oh. Oh, Lord, okay. He moved quite a bit since that last call, so... At least, though, I think we're at an elevated spot, so we might have better time trying to spot him from up here. There are the ravens flying around, but they're not too big of a concern for me. So I don't think the wolves can, like, actually do anything to us. So I think from that call, is he up there somewhere? Oh, yeah, I think that's actually him right there. Yeah, that is a male grizzly. Okay, I do still have visibility on him. Grass isn't ideal to have. All I need is to get... Okay, I'm pretty sure that should be a lung shot. I think that was low enough that it didn't really catch most of the shoulder. And that hopefully we'll see him down in just a little bit. I can't see the blood stain from here, but going from where it looked like it hit, I'd say that's a pretty good one. Or I wonder, should I do this? Maybe what I'll do is I'll try to mix speed ups and also really prolong the length of, like, instead of doing only out for an hour and that's a weekend, maybe I'll try to have a longer style hunt. See, I'm still trying to approach how I exactly want to do this new series. I want to do much more time on each reserve. But I do want to focus much more on, like, maybe specific weekends for specific targets, or start focusing on missions. Just spend much more time, like, maybe even a month per reserve or more. It's kind of hard to say how I want to exactly approach this. I just know, like, the Bighorn has been something that's I've always wanted to try to get in the series a bit more proper and show it off, but because I never really went to the areas that they are in-game, I didn't get the chance to. So this should hopefully be a better way of focusing in on certain animals and getting some more hunts done in, like, focused on them. Okay, so it's just around here where I believe we got the shot off on him. No, I think this is the trail before. Yeah, so he was just roaming. I guess he got up to right about there. And we've got the hit. Now... where is the spot where he got hit, though? Like, he wasn't this far back, was he? What is going on here? Because we definitely hit him. There was the spot where we saw... Oh. Oh, actually, maybe that's him right there. Because that's pretty... Yeah, that is him. I was going to say, that's pretty far off to be able to see the, like, solid. So... I guess we hit him more up on the hill than I thought. Let's see how our first animal of the day is going to be. What do you go for, bud? Yeah, right lung. Good to see. Actually not too shabby. 20 score and 62 GM just for him. Oh, and actually that was mission complete. Oh, Lord, there I am. So let's just bring the bear around and get a look at him. There's our handsome mugs. Okay, so got ourselves a bear to start us off, but now we are going to focus. I'm actually going to go for a bit of a run because, yeah, last time when I was going to go up in the mountains, I went up this way. We're going up this way and then up over here. Because basically the Bighorn territory is all up here. Like, all up in... where's Draw? There it is. all up around in this high up area, so I was not really getting too close the last time I was on Timbergold trying to get up to those areas. This time, though, it's going to be quite a bit different. Although now that I'm running, I do also think there is the mountain lion as another animal I don't think I've gotten on the map, but I probably should be a little cautious of it given the fact that I'm sprinting up a mountain. We'll keep our eyes kind of peeled for it, but yeah. So there might be a little bit of a speed up jump somewhere soon, and then I'll see you guys once that's done and we're into more proper hunting grounds. Try for the bighorns. Okay, actually, we're back with something interesting. So, I'm surprised they decided to call it a puma on Timbergold, but I guess that's just because of, well, again, mountain lion, cougar, puma, they're basically the same animal, I believe. It's just that depending on geographical location, the names switch in and out. So, you know what, I'm going to try to go for this puma, too. Seems like it's a ways out and it's on the slope, so this might be a bit trickier to try to go for. But, I mean, the entire point of this hunt is, again, to really get into the meat and gritty of a map, going after every species and going in depth into the bush more for proper, like, hardcore hunting more. So this is a perfect chance to try for one. Okay, let's see. Now, because it's on such a slope here, this is going to be real tricky to... just try spotting, I think. Like, I don't think it has a lot of cover to be hiding in. It's just because of how the slope is. Might be difficult getting to the vantage spot I need to see where it exactly is at. And I also don't know if it'd be going up or down the mountain either. Okay, so this actually... I might be uphill. Well, I'm definitely uphill of it. It might be just straight down there somewhere. Yeah, so the call came from just down the slope. Basically straight ahead here. Yeah, let's zoom us back, but we'll keep the rifle out in case. Okay, so... let's look around for any movement before we do proceed. Oh! I think that's actually a bear. I don't think that's... yeah, it's a grizzly. Just... oh. Okay. That was definitely it. I don't know where it is. I don't know if that's like a warning call. Wherever it is, though, I don't think it came at us. It's like, I don't know where it was or is. It's like, I don't see any other tracks. That's one of the problems with the slopes, is because they can be so steep. That actually said it was going downhill. But I don't know. Okay, I don't really know if I want to try pursuing it because of how this happened, and... like, this is the only track I have of it, though. Well... there's a track... where does this direction say it's going? Is this another roaming, or is this something else? No, and... well, I mean, one opportunity, I guess, is kind of leading to another. It's like, we're trying to focus on one animal, everything else wants to seem to happen and get in the way here. And is that something down there, or is that just the rock? Oh, that's just one of those weird, grass pile things. Okay, so... see, the tracks are still saying it was going downhill. But that sound that, like, went out makes me think it... I don't know if it got spooked, and, like, it kind of reminded me more of, like, how some of the animals make a vocalization before they'll charge or come after you. But the thing is, nothing happened with it. And I'm not seeing any other tracks from that either. I'm gonna try calling the elk in and see. Like, I've had so many different things around here. Oh, wait, does the e-collar have a puma setting? I did not even think... oh. Well, that's a quick reply, isn't it? Oh. We might be in luck with something special here. This might actually be a bachelor herd. So this might actually be a group of male elk, and if that's the case, there might be one in there that could be a very nice specimen. But we'll just have to see what might, like, come in from that. I'm going to stay low. Actually, give me a minute just to place that down. I do have a puma lure. Okay, I really should, gotta remember that for next time, then. I didn't realize that one of the calls was for them. So that gives me an option to interact with that, then. Okay. Oh, okay, so we got somebody there. Not a very nice... kind of a smaller scoring elk, but it at least is an elk. I kind of want to switch this out for the bow. Like, we'll try to give it a minute or two and see if anybody else comes in with him. Because he's not the original one who called. But that is nice to always get with a bow. Yeah, that's another nice thing, is nice, quiet takedown to nothing... Only if it's very close would anything have probably been, like, scared... triggered by him. I don't know what that was. But we'll collect you. Because that was, what, lung or heart? Oh, both lungs. Okay. And, actually not too bad at 195, I suppose. I still think kind of more towards lower average for his score when you compare it to, like, the full range for elk. There have been a lot of interesting sounds about here that I'm kind of cautious about. Like, I think these tracks are from a grizzly. And yeah, that one call that we had when I was up there really shook me, and I don't know what was going on with that. So, you know what? I'm going to, again, focus back on what my initial target is for the episode. Or, well, for our entire outing. No, that was actually fleeing. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm going to get ourselves back up the slope here and go back for the bighorn. So I'll probably, again, see you guys somewhere around there. Or somewhere around where the bighorn should be. Unless something else comes up along the way again and I get sidetracked, and then I'll bring you back for that. But up, up, and away we go. Okay, we're back. I just spotted something running off. It's a bighorn. I think it's a female, but it's still a bighorn. So we are approaching... I think we're probably a little east of their territory. If we can go up this way, we'll be up into where they should roam. So that's a nice sign that we already spotted one of them. Again, I'm pretty sure it's a female, as I think the males... I don't know if they all have, like, as much of a curl in the horn or not, but we're at least very close now to their territory, so we'll probably be back to resume for a while here. And this is where we want to go off-trail again. I don't know how far she might have went up, though. Like, I'm not really going to focus too much on her, but at least seeing her is a good sign that we're close to where... No, excuse me, to where I want us to be. And it took a while running to actually get up here. Like, yeah, this was a little bit of a detour, but it's still a ways off to go before you're into this part of the map. So I'm very glad I set up that tent where I did years ago on Timbergold here. Oh, is that her? Oh, I've seen multiple. Yeah, we got a few that are going off. I don't think there's been a male yet, though, but, I mean, we are starting to see them, which is good. There's nothing you can do to actually, like, lure them in. There's no scent lure, and there's no collar. So this is going to be an animal you basically either have a spot you just set up in and just wait until it comes to you, or, more to my style, you go and spot and stalk. So we're going to crouch down, approach a little more carefully. There's also one of the many, rail tunnels here that I think they go throughout quite a bit of the map. I think it's around and like that in a way. And if you do go to like the ends of them, you can fast travel between points on the map using them. Danger Floof tried to link me a map through the YouTube comments, but YouTube being YouTube at times, for some reason it didn't want to register the comment to come through on my end. But they are a handy trick if you are... They might actually be a good way of getting into the mountains, because I think there's one kind of close to the lodge here if you go up to that point. and then it's just kind of following them along through each little stop until you're kind of towards an area you want to be. But yeah, we've already started to see a few of the sheep. I want to get us up higher and get into the real territory where they are, and also where another animal on the map is the ptarmigan. At least I think it's ptarmigan. But that's why I still have the shotgun, is this is sheep and ptarmigan territory we're getting up into. I think there's a third animal that can also be up here, but I can't remember what it is. I don't know if it's like the puma or wolf or something else. I guess we'll find out once we actually make our way up to this area. Okay, so this is right around the base of the railway. Or the tracks. I guess both. Don't know what that was. Nothing I can register call-wise. Oh, got visual on one. Look at you! You're exactly what I wanted to find for so long. Scoping the sickness completed. Well, there's a mission complete, but that's not why I'm up here. That animal, just in general, is why I'm up here. White whale has been harpooned. Let's go take a look at it. And one thing that I still love so much more than Call of the Wild that Hunter Classic has is the trophy shots. Because if you do have certain animals that you really like and you get for the first time, you can actually take nice photos with them and memorize or memorialize them in a way. You are exactly what I came up here for. So let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, the curl, that's exactly what I wanted to see. How does he score in here? Okay, probably about a little below average maybe for like GM that he earned, but still cannot get over that this is... Yeah, I'm going to be reverent for these guys, because the Rams, I think it goes back to my childhood, because there was one wildlife documentary on VCR. Yes, we're talking that old VCR. But I remember one of the big things was actually watching, like, the bighorns duel each other, or, like, fighting one another for mating rights and that. And they are an incredible animal to see, like, when they actually butt heads with one another. It's kind of being a little hard to get him to where I want, but I think I've got him here. Oh yeah, that's good right there. Our first Bighorn Sheep of the Hunter series. Or at least a little bit more properly dedicated. Because I think, again, in Call of the Wild, I think I got one in that series. But it was just the one, it was like, by chance more so, less than, like, actual attempt here. Yeah, I'll give it a few more minutes just because there's probably, again, a number of things I can cut back and jump through or speed up. So this will probably be perhaps the end of the first episode of this weekend. Oh, I think that's actually ptarmigan flying there. Yeah, I think we're going to actually switch out the shotgun, or switch in the shotgun, and we're going to get that prepared in case we have more chances for those guys too. Oh, this feels very, very nice. We've just made it into Bighorn territory, and we were greeted by one right off the bat. It makes me curious what else is all up here, and whether we'll get some more nice scoring ones, or even if they're like little ittle-bitty rams. We'll see what just kind of unfolds here. Yeah, I'm always happy to come back into Timbergold Trails. I think it does take my place as like the quintessential North America hunting map. When you think about North American hunting, I think you generally associate it to like the larger game animals like bear, deer, moose, elk. And again, the map itself is just beautiful to be on and sightsee. So I think what we'll do is just, again, go for another minute or two, see if I can get anything else. I should also take another look at the map just where I might want to, like, set our next marker as. Maybe we'll go way up high. If we're going to go in the mountains, let's go up to the top of the mountains. Work our way up that way. I don't know if we'll actually be hearing any calls from animals or not that often up here. But, actually, we may hear the ptarmigans. Because birds, I think they're generally going to make a bit of noise. I might be mistaken there, but I think from, like, some of the other times I've gone through, they do make some calls here or there. Because I think in Hemmeldal... Oh, we got another... Okay, I think you got a little bit... Okay, you're just a female, I'm pretty sure, though. Let's just let the, I was going to say, hopefully spot her to make sure. Yeah, it is a female. Okay, I don't know if she is with anybody. It's possible that she was actually one of the ones that we spooked up from our ascent towards this area, too. But again, we're going to save on our ammo in that and focus only on the males of the bighorns. And oh, we got a lot of climbing to do ahead of ourselves, but oh, I don't think I could have asked for a better intro into reaching this territory than having that first sheep there. It might not be anything special for like score-wise or amount, but if you have a favorite animal that you actually really wanted to go after and hunt, and to get it like that, almost like a greeting to say, welcome to our land, that's a great moment to have on this in the series. Oh, there's another one down there. Okay, I think that's another female. At least it should be pretty easy to tell the males and females apart, as long as we can see the heads. Okay, I mean, granted, that's true for almost every, like, animal that has horns or antlers, but still, give me a benefit of the doubt that I'm still learning some stuff here. Yeah, you guys... I guess it was just because I was walking up in here through the bush that they were picking me up as far off. It might have been that, or because I was sprinting up the pathway to make it to here. Maybe that's why they... Yeah, I think those are the ones that were down with the other... with the ram we got. It's just that I've kept scaring them up towards the mountains here. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh no, that's just the trail I came across. Okay. So you know what? What I'll do is I'll just get us up to, say, about there. So that way we're up this slope. Things might... I won't say they'll even out, but they might get a little smoother in, like, their elevation. Like we... What did I get stuck on? Oh, some rocks. Okay. It's not going to be quite as steep and like we're looking up a hill entirely. It might be a little bit more gradual for how the incline goes once we're up towards the top. Yeah, this is uncharted territory for me. I don't think I've ever been up into these reaches of the map before, so... I would probably recommend, if you do want to do this kind of hunting, is you get yourself a tent and get it placed somewhere closer to reaching these far out areas. Because, like, unlike... Well, I guess it can apply to places like Whiteheart 2 and Red Feather Falls. There are just some points where if you want to go into parts of the map, you gotta spend just a lot of time going to them. Like, I think Bighorn would be something you really want to have a... Ooh, maybe that's what I'll call these series, the reserve expeditions. Like, a tour just gives you a little glimpse of some parts of it, but an expedition is actually a more dedicated outing onto them. Yeah, I like the sound of that. The Timbergold's Expedition series. I like the ring of that. Yeah, we'll just get up here a little bit, and well, I mean, there is another big mountain there, but that I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we can't go up that one. It does look like it's kind of smoothing out a... Well, maybe smoothing is not the best term, but it's a little more gradual and rolling hills, less than sheer ones. Yeah, we'll get up here, and then... Trying to debate whether I should do... Like, just keep this going non-stop, or I will actually make a cut. I think I will make a cut, just so that way it might be a little easier when it comes to editing the episodes out. And next episode should be a lot more interesting, since we're going to be completely up here. We're settled, and we're going to be roaming up these steep... Well, maybe not so steep. Again, I'm trying to find the best wording for these, like, high elevation areas, but nothing is really springing to mind. Oh, there are going to be a few little drops and things, though, huh? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, this will be interesting going forward to see what I can hunt. So we're going to end this episode here looking up to where we'll be going later on. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of the Hunter Classics Timbergold Expedition Series. If you did like the video, be sure to give us a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave comments right down below. And until I see you all next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.